guys, Bijuu Mike here. I hope you are having a great day, because it might get very sad. I'm not really sure. Today, we are going to be reacting to some more Storybooth Animations. It's real-life animations made by actual people. If you guys are unfamiliar with, you know, what this is, I actually did a previous video about it before, called Reacting to Real Story Animations. You guys gave a lot of support on that video. I mean, over 300,000 views, and again, this is with the permission of Storybooth, the channel that does this. The whole concept is basically you can submit your own story of your own real life experiences to Storybooth. They will animate it and you can use your own voice, and I think it's, again, an amazing concept. And so we're back again, reacting to some more videos from Storybooth. Last time literally made me cry, and I'm not a person that easily cries about things. So that just gives you an idea of how touching some of these stories can be. But they're not always touching, they could be embarrassing. I mean, who knows? I'm not really sure which ones we're gonna do today, but let's just jump into it. I also want to, before we really get started, guys, I want to thank you for all the supportive comments of last video that we did. I mean, we got like almost 6,000 comments, and so many of you guys related to me with your own stories and things like that. And I just want to, guys, I just want to thank you so much for that. Guys, do not forget to check out Storybooth down below. It's a pretty good chance you guys already know about who they are, but yeah, guys, I will link their channel down below. Be sure to check it out. So we're gonna start off with I caught my girlfriend cheating on me on Facebook. That sounds very interesting. Does that sound like anything that you know of my channel? I don't know. Now, I don't think I've ever been cheated on, but you know, I guess a lot of people that have been cheated on don't know that they've been cheated on. I don't know. There's some pretty funny stories of people that have been caught cheating, so it's interesting to see what this is going to be about. All right.
It all took place in Venezuela.
Okay.
This girl, we're gonna call her Stephanie. She had light brown hair.
I hate Stephanie already.
and
I'm just kidding. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I'm jumping the gun here.
Now, I did hear rumors about this girl dumping a boy for no apparent reason if they were to date her, and leave them in the piles of despair for no apparent reason, and no one knows why she's dumping all these guys. But
so she's like a heartbreaker. She's one of those ladies or those girls that just likes to take someone's heart and just slap it with a ruler, you know? Sorry, I had to. You know, they tantalize you, you know, they're like, hey, big boy. And then they just dump you. It's like they just enjoy doing it. Yeah, I've heard of those girls too.
I wanted to get to know her, and so I did. We went from being friends until the time Stephanie asked me to be her boyfriend.
That's the thing she asked.
And I accepted.
Poor
we
guy.
had a couple of dates. Everything was doing great. We did those romantic selfie kisses.
Ah, the selfie kisses. Did you do the one where it's like, you know, they have the camera holding, like the girl's turned around like that, like, oh, grab my hand. I will take you to this amazing land, and then, you know, it's a cool background. I will probably never do that. Okay, that's kind of cringy. Well, I'm just saying, you know, if you done it, more power to you, but it's just not my thing.
She will always give me chocolate presents during recess, and I appreciated them. But everything changed when I saw a photo of her with a man who looked around 16 to 18.
Oh, no.
To make sure that she wasn't doing anything suspicious, I asked her who that guy was, and then she told me it was her brother. Now, to see here, she even showed me that he had his own room in her apartment.
Oh my god, I hate Stephanie? She went as far to show him a room. Holy crap. Okay, like, here's the most messed up, because I'm assuming that we already know the ending to this story, but, like, it's so messed up because of the fact that she went out of her way to go to, you know, to go out with him and give him gifts at recess and things like that. That's horrible. Why do people have to be this way? You know, I had a friend, you know, I'm not gonna mention any names. I have a friend, and, you know, he went out with a girl who's, like, really seemed to be into him and things like that, and they seemed great together. But out of nowhere, he found out that she was cheating on him, and it's like, it's so horrible. It is so horrible because they seem like everything is so great, okay? Have you ever been cheated on? Leave a comment, okay? We'll get on how to catch a cheater, okay? I'll send Yandere Simulator with iPads down there. We'll get things straight.
Everything changed when I went to Madeira for the summer. I was checking on
Sorry, but I just really wanted you to say everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Okay, moving on.
When I went to Madeira for the summer, I was checking on
my Facebook. Went away. Okay, I'm sorry. I know I keep pausing you, but that, you know... Yeah, whatever. He went away for the summer. Okay, well, I see this. I see what's happening. Okay.
Scrolling up on my timeline when I saw that picture of Stephanie with that same brother again. And to make sure that she wasn't lying, I went up to her profile and then checked her photos. Everything was doing good. So fine. Until there was a photo of her kissing the man on the lips.
You know, maybe they just have a good relationship. Yeah, it's maybe in some countries it's okay to do that. No, it's not ever. Never mind.
I was in complete shock. There were even more photos of her making romantic things with the same guy.
No, they did the. They did the picture. Grab my hand, subscribers. Grab my hand. This is my strong hand. Not the romantic kissing photos. Don't say that they did that. That was your guys' thing.
Aside from all the kissing, and I was getting sad. Like, she betrayed me. I thought we had a feeling to each other. Like, she was the one.
I like this person.
She dumped me over someone. How could
funny.
she do that? But I was also angry. So when my summer vacation ended, Stephanie came up to me and she said hi, but then I looked at her in the eyes and I glared at her and I told her in angry words,
You
cheated on me. And then I walked away. The next morning, Stephanie came up to me.
I mean, honestly, did she think that he didn't have social media? Like, they've already established that they've already had kissy pictures and posted them online. So why would she pretend that, oh, I didn't cheat on you? Like, oh, you're not friends with me. like that sounds so stupid if you really think about it. Literally, they're friends with each other on Facebook, for sure, right?
Me crying with tears running down to her cheek. And she told me that she was crying for the entire night over those words that I said to her. And she said that I was everything to her. But I was really mad. I was mad that she made a huge mistake over leaving me for someone else while she was still dating me. Like, she left me for another guy. I just told her that she made a big mistake in her life.
Good for
and
you.
She will never date me again.
Good for you.
Plus, I said that the brother was her boyfriend. And then I just walked away again.
Well, that's what makes it even worse, is the fact that she said that.
And that's where I just looked back and then I saw her crying. Yep, I guess it was for the best. She did try to apologize and then we started to become friends again, but in reality, I wasn't in the mood to be her friend.
No. Curve!
I mean, what she did to me and other boys was horrible, and I don't think she deserves to be my friend again after what she's done.
You unfriend that temptress, okay? Okay, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not shaming anyone. You know, when we're all young, I mean, I'm assuming they were pretty young and the story happened. You know, kids, they do things and they regret it later on in life. So, like, I'm not actually saying that person's actually absolutely horrible. It's just that, you know, kids tend to be really influenced by things and they might think it's really cool to cheat on each other, you know? And you know, like, I would say 90% of the time they end up regretting it later on. Like, why was I, because I could tell you from experience that I was like, I know that I regret a lot of things that I thought or said, you know, when I was little, because you're just not mature. You just don't understand. I feel like I'm the Jerry Springer show. You go, Christian. Christian, you did it. I'm really proud of you, okay? You know what? Christian, if you're watching this, I just want to let you know that you don't deserve that. You deserve the best because you seem like a really funny, awesome guy, okay? And guys, that's why we do How to Catch a Cheater, because we like to see justice being brought, okay? That's why we watch Maury and Jerry Springer. Oh, God, those shows. Alright guys, next video, what should we watch? Okay, let's get a little deeper. This one is called I Lost My Hair, okay? It's like, literally, like, you know, I think it's a fear everyone has. You know, obviously I would never want to lose my beautiful green locks, but like, you know, I feel like I've had thin hair my entire life, and it's honestly, it's like a low-key fear of mine to like lose my hair, because like, it does fall out a lot.
I was born with a condition called alopecia, which means my hair follicles just weren't working and I never grew any hair on my head, so I was basically bald for most of my life because...
Oh, what? Whoa, I've never heard of that. So it's not technically I lost my hair? I haven't finished the video, so I'm just saying, like, it's probably just better for the title, but it's like you never had hair to begin with. Dang. That would suck, but I mean, it's better to not have something at all, I think. You know, I learned this lesson from Naruto, okay? I think it's better to probably not have something, or is it better to have something than lose it, or to just never have it at all? What do you guys, actually, guys, that's a good comment. Leave a comment down below. Do you think it's better to never have something, or to have it then lose it, okay? But I feel like there's a cheesy line in there somewhere.
Grew any hair on my head, so I was basically bald for most of my life because there's different types of alopecia. There's one where your hair can grow back and fall out, and there's one where it doesn't grow back. And I had that type, so it was pretty hard, like, having no hair for most of my childhood. And I had to wear wigs and stuff, and it just wasn't very good. Whenever I was at sleepovers, they'd be like, oh my god, we should do our hair. And I just couldn't get my hair done because I didn't have any. And there was a few times where there were bullies and people were mean to me.
Yeah, like, you know that's coming. You know, this is exactly what I was saying in the last video, guys. It's like, kids, they do bad things, okay? They do really bad things. They say really, really nasty things, okay? So especially if you're young and you have this person that's at your school saying something really bad to you and really nasty, and you don't know why they're doing it. Well, the truth is they don't know why they're doing it either. A lot of times it could be connected to like something that is going on in their home, and you know, maybe their parents aren't nice to them. You just don't know, okay? And it's not right for them to say those things to you, but the truth is, you know, they're most likely going to regret it later on in life, you know? And that's the hardest thing to realize as a kid, because you just kind of see things at surface value. You don't see the big picture. You just see, hey, they're being mean to me. You know, and that's something when you grow up as an adult, I feel. And you know, what I have to learn now, and what I've had to learn, is that not everything is as it seems. You know, there's a deeper connection, a deeper problem to things.
Like one time in school, a boy pulled my wig off in front of everyone and everyone stared. It wasn't good. And then there's like a few times where I was confident enough to go out with no hair without putting on my wig, and there'd be people staring, pointing, laughing, and it was sad. But the good thing...
If people laugh at you, where are they at? Let's square up. Come on, homie. I'll bring Clarence too, okay? I can sort of relate to this. Obviously, I have my hair, so like I'm not Jared trying to say that I know exactly what you're going through, because I don't, but I at least have a little bit of something that I can relate to. Like, you know, having my green hair, like I remember the first time I ever dyed my hair, and again, I'm not saying that this is your situation at all. I'm just saying that it's sort of relatable. Like, when I first dyed my hair red, that was the first time I ever really dyed my hair. I mean, I've had my hair black, which is black, you know, that's no big deal. But when I dyed it red, you know, I was like scared. And even when I dyed my hair green, I was like scared and like of what people would say. First of all, because I kind of knew the Jacksepticeye comments would come, and then I also knew that, like, you know, it's so weird. I was so concerned about people staring at me, and you know, the first few weeks I was kind of like, you know, I noticed when people stared. Like, I mean, every time I go out, someone stares at me. And but I don't even think about it anymore. The first few weeks was like, yeah, people would stare at me, and a lot of times I still get this. A lot of little kids, like I said, they don't realize what they're saying. They'll laugh and point and talk about it, but I literally just ignore it because I know the little kids. Like, it does not faze me whatsoever now. But I swear, I kid you not, I get so many compliments on it now. It's like, I'm really like, makes you wonder why I was ever scared, because, you know, whatever someone thinks it looks stupid, there's a lot of good people that like it too. So I guess the moral of that little story was to kind of like, you know, you gotta own it. You just gotta own it. That would be, I think, the best person or the best advice to give to someone with this problem. But again, I've never lost my hair, and I'm sure, and I know, well, I don't have to say I'm sure, but I know it's a big deal. Anyway, hope that, just saying.
That came with having no hair.
No bad hair days. Hey, that's a good positive.
Like, I remember getting a note home saying, there's head lice in your class.
Well, I don't gotta worry about it. That's awesome.
Your child's hair and stuff. And I never had to get checked, and I never had to
Screw
get
you
treated.
guys.
I never had head lice because I just didn't have hair. And I'm also on a website called the Rapunzel Foundation, where children can donate their hair to people that don't have it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And actually, when I turned 10, my hair started to grow again.
What, really?
And I was like, this is so weird. Why is this happening? And it grew and it grew and it kept growing. And then I got some hair extensions when it was long enough, and I had them for about a year. And then I decided I don't want them anymore. I want my own hair. And so I got them out, I got my hair trimmed, and it was just like a dream come true. I'd never gone out with my own head of hair, and it was just so great. And I was so happy, I was so confident.
What? That's so odd. Like, it's odd because, like, your hair just randomly grew back. It was like it was like a Christmas miracle. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you got your hair back. But anyway, yeah, if I ever lost my hair, I have thought about this. Because, like, again, it's like, you know, I have, like, a weird hairline. I've always had really, really thin hair. Like, my wife, personally, like, she has, like, really thick hair. Like seriously, you can hold her body. That sounds horrible. But, like, she could, like, use her rope, or, what? She could use her hair as rope. I swear. Like, I'm just saying that's how thick her hair is. And I've always wanted thick hair like that. But she tells me that, no, she wants my hair because it's so thin. But no, I feel like, you know, Like, you know, if my hair wasn't the way it was, you know, if it was too short, like, I'm basically just like bald. Like, but I thought, like, you know, say I get older and my hair just whatever falls out. I think I would really make the most of it, and I would literally just buy wigs and have anime hair every freaking day, guys. Like, every video I come in, hey guys, I'm Sasuke. Hey, it's Goku. Yeah, that's what I would totally do, guys. What would you do? I just think that, like, if you have a situation, the best thing for you to do is, instead of like feeling down about it, which especially if you're young, it's normal to understand, like, oh yeah, this sucks. But, you know, make the best of your situation, and that's what a lot of people do. And yeah, I think that's what I would do. You know, I never want to lose my hair though. I didn't, like, the cool thing about these videos too is that I didn't even know that existed. So I learned new things about these, you know, videos, but it actually had a happy story. So yeah, okay, it's pretty good. I'm glad it had a happy story. Okay guys, the last one that we're going to react to is called Mean Mom. This is probably something I can relate to as well, and I feel like this is the point in the video where we get deep. Let's go there. Maybe. Who knows? Let's dive down this rabbit hole.
There are people in our lives that make us feel safe and loved and respected. And then for some of us out there are people in our lives that are supposed to make us safe and loved and respected, but they don't do their job. My entire life, I've had a wonderful father who has made so many sacrifices for me and taken care of me so that I could have a better future. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about my mother. From a young age, I was always ridiculed, teased, and taunted by my mom. And whenever I did something wrong, I wasn't properly sat down and disciplined. I was yelled at and smacked even sometimes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We have some stuff to talk about, guys. Keep in mind, guys, I am not a parent. Okay, I'm not a parent. I just know about my story of growing up and, you know, just kind of seeing other people's stories and just, you know, around me. I mean, I think all of us have some sort of normal. We have our own normal. I know everyone's normal is a little bit different from anyone else's normal, but I think everyone can at least agree that a good normal would be parents that love and care about you, that don't scream at you all the time. Because sometimes it's appropriate to yell, I would say. Sometimes. I mean, it's not a good thing, but it depends on the situation, really. Your parents are supposed to care about you because, for one, it's not your fault that they had you, right? You're here, and that's just what you do. Like, there's no question about it. There shouldn't be any question about it, is that that's what you do as a parent, is you love your child because you are the reason why they're here. And it's so sad when that doesn't happen, and obviously in this case, her mom's like that too. And again, I can relate. My parents got divorced from a very early age. In fact, I never remember them being together. And the only time they were together, they were arguing and the cops always got called and it was really bad, okay? Lots of bad memories when it comes to that. And, you know, and I suffered for that for a long, long time because they didn't have it together. My mom was, I really think that she was a mean mom. I'm not saying that she didn't try her best with what she had. It just so happens that best that she had was not good. You know, I really believe that. You know, even if parents are mean, they're literally just they are expressing what they are. They're expressing what they know. They are literally doing the best that they can with what they know. Now, the problem is that they don't know very much, obviously, and they're very ignorant to a lot of obvious things, okay? But I choose to believe that my mom did the best that she could, but the problem with my mom is that she was never really normal because of drugs and a lot of bad things that she chose to do in her life. Again, a lot of things are choices, and you do not have to make them. My mom, you know, she's hit me too. Like, she would smack me and do things like that, and you know, it's those memories get embedded in your head and in your brain, and you never ever forget them. And it's like, I just don't, I don't know. It's so hard to explain. You know, I talk about this. It still haunts me every day. The fact that I don't have normal parents. You know, my dad passed away. I know, I'm not trying to make you guys feel sad. I know that sounds sad. Like, it's not about that, but it's like, I've never known, I can relate to this video already. I just know I can because I've never known what it was to have a normal mom, okay? So yeah, anyway, let's finish the video, then I'll probably talk more.
I grew up with a very low self-esteem because my mom would say things like, "You're terrible, I don't like you, I don't love you at all." I think that you're a big burden to this family. What sin could I have possibly committed to have had you as a kid?
Hold up! No. Alright, me and Baldy are coming down there, okay? I know, I just keep saying, like, I'm gonna do something. I'm not gonna do anything, but, like, it makes me so angry that people are like this. Like, they can't. This is a prime example of not taking responsibility for yourself. I said this in the Angry Mother Emails Yandere video that I reacted to, that you need to take responsibility, and that is what I feel like, truly, that the definition of being an actual grown-up is being able to take responsibility for your life and your decisions. Okay, because we've already talked about it. The kids can't really do that because they don't understand. Like, a lot of kids don't, I'm not saying all kids, because some kids are really more mature than others, but they can't do that. That's something you have to learn. As a parent, you should already be there. If you decide, hey, I'm gonna have kids, or even if it's an accident, you need to grow up and you need to take responsibility for what you've done. Because it's not the child's fault. And to say things like this is avoiding responsibility completely. Like, what if I could possibly have done to have such a bad... No, my God. Just shut up.
And she thought that all of these words would just brush over and that I would realize that she somehow didn't mean them. But she said them so many times that I don't think she doesn't believe them.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm quite sure that she means everything that she says. And as a result, it has lowered my self-esteem and my self-worth, and it has made me do things like cutting and inflicting self-harm. As a young adult, even now, I suffer with this. Of course, I've stopped inflicting self-harm.
That's good.
But I have struggled with my self-worth so much. Whenever I look into the mirror, I can't see a girl that I love and appreciate. I can't see somebody that is strong and independent. I see someone who's weak and who's been broken and shattered by a negative influence all her life. To those of you out there who are struggling because of some negative influence in your life, whether it be your parents or an ex-best friend or an ex-boyfriend or a bully or anything, please remember that you're not alone. That you don't deserve to suffer this way, and nobody should be able to say that to you. You are wonderful, compassionate human beings, and you have so much to offer this world. Don't let this negative influence take over your life anymore.
So I noticed that she didn't really talk about her dad much. Like, there's no telling what that relationship is like, but, you know, that's obviously personal if they didn't say it. Well, Sydney, those words you said at the end of the video, like, seriously apply to you too, you know? I can see how, you know, a parent's decisions, because, I mean, again, like I said, I've been affected by it too. It's like the people, your parents' decisions, you know, to treat you like that and things like that definitely will drag on. It sucks for the kids that have to deal with that because, you know, they have to unpack those kinds of things later on and really get past it. They have to, you know, understand it. And a lot of times people will grow up as adults, and I'm talking, they'll go like 40s and 50-year-olds, you know, they will go and they never talked about it and they're just miserable and they just never, you know, they never bother to confront those kinds of feelings and those things. I think if you're in that situation, guys, like, the best thing you can do is to realize is that it's not your fault at all. Obviously, that's the first thing you need to know is that it's not your fault. It's exactly as I said earlier, that people just do the best with what they have and they just don't know what they're doing. They really, really don't understand. Decisions have, you know, consequences, okay? Because they really do. And I think just in general as like humans, we should treat everyone with love and respect, even if they don't, you know, even if they're pieces of crap and they're gonna say bad things to us, we should still be the best person that we can be, because it affects other people around us way more than we could possibly understand. And, you know, just making these videos, and when you guys leave those comments about how this video helps you, it really makes me love what I do so much. And I hope this video helps you too in some way. Or, you know, I'm not saying that I should help you, or I just hope that my videos help things be a little easier for you guys, I guess. It's hard to kind of get my words out. But again, guys, it's not your fault that people are like that. My mom did that to me, you know. My mom was always on drugs, drinking, never home. She would always get arrested. Like, I'd be gone at a friend's house and I'd come back and she wasn't there, and she would like just wouldn't come home because she was arrested and I didn't know, and things like that. You know, I'm not gonna get in it too much, but it's like, that did scar me. It scarred me a lot, but I somehow knew when I was a kid that I was like, this is not my fault. I know that for a fact my mom is just crazy. And I never put the blame on myself, that I never said to myself that I wasn't good enough. And that's the difference, guys, is that the truth is you are good enough. You are good enough. And it's not, it has nothing to do with you at all. And I know a lot of kids just jump straight to that, oh, it's my fault somehow, because what else can, you know, that's I feel like the most rational thing to do as a child, because that's just what people automatically jump to, you know. I guess I'm just glad that I didn't, you know, quite go there. It hasn't made things any easier though, you know. It sucks. It sucks to not have parents that really cared. It really does. It really sucks. Like, you know, but I'm glad that I had that experience because I can relate to other people that do, and I know what not to do in my life. And that's the thing that I'm most thankful for. And that's so, yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm talking too much, but that's my huge message. My big message is to take what's happening to you right now and use it for good, okay? Because you can. You certainly can make it for good, okay, guys? If you're going through it, I really hope you take those words seriously, because it's not your fault, okay? You do not have to be like that. When you grow up, you know, your parents are gonna get old and they're not gonna be there forever, you know? That's kind of a rude thing to say, but all you can do is be the best person you can be, okay? And I'm gonna raise my kids when I have kids, whenever that happens. I'm gonna have kids and I'm gonna raise them to be, you know, I'm gonna love them and I'm gonna give them everything that I can. I want them to understand, you know, what I went through, but I also want to give them love, you know. I don't want to spoil them. I know it's gonna be hard. Parenting is not easy. And that's another thing to keep in mind too, is that a lot of parents can't deal with the stress of kids. They don't understand how hard it is to actually parent. You're dealing with a life. You are shaping and molding a life. It's like a blank canvas and you're just painting on it. You could paint a horrible picture, or you could paint a pretty good one or a decent one. Yeah, they painted a pretty bad one for me, right? Today's scrub of the day goes to Panda Savage 101. You were making me sad about my cat. Well, I'm sorry. They're referring to the last video. This is a comment from last Storybooth video, guys. Be sure to check it out if you haven't. I may have made you sad about your cat, but at least you got scrub of the day. So are we happy now? I hope we can be happy, okay? Because I know that it's the most prestigious award in the world, guys. If you want to be scrub of the day, be sure to drop a like in, where can you drop a like at? In the parking lot of Chili's. And also hit that bell, guys, okay? I'm not talking about Taco Bell. Hit the bell under the video or wherever it's located, okay? That way you guys don't miss out on any more videos. Did you like this video? I hope you did, because you know, my main goal, guys, to do these videos is not just to sit here and act stupid, but I want to make an impact on you guys one way or another in a positive way. And honestly, like, my mission statement of kind of doing these videos is to keep it family friendly in a funny way, but also encourage people to do what they love to do and just kind of make this whole ride that we call life a little easier with hopefully some entertainment. And I hope that I've done that, and sometimes I might miss the mark and I might not do that with some videos, but I try, and I hope you guys understand that. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you so much for everything you've done for me and just for being here. Love you guys so much, and I'll stop talking because I've talked too much. All right, I'm done. I'm out of here. All right. I'm gonna go pay some people a visit with my ruler and Baldis. Baldis coming. Bye, guys.